Hello everyone. So this it's 2nd of August, and yeah, I mean it's less than 115 days to actual cat. So I'll consider myself to do all these things, like complete the entire quants major section like arithmetic, algebra, geometry till August. So that was my target. I currently am working on it. Hopefully I'll do that, and that leave me with like 2 more months to sharpen up my skill, speed up my calculation ability. And for that I need to regularly practice like mental maths, because this is one thing that would differentiate me while solving. So I have noticed this, that I can solve questions of quants, but I take too much time in calculating, and that actually makes me less of efficient, because I know that I can solve 5 questions or 6 questions, but uh, due to my lack of communicate, like lack of counting and like tables and all those things, I don't know much. So I have to like write it down and do the calculations. So that slows down my QA solving ability. So I would be applying much more effort in terms of making those things mentally possible for me, and I don't need to like take out pen and pencil to calculate simple calculations. So that's one goal in quants. Apart from it, like solving the questions rightly, because quants is one section that you can be sure of that you can score well. So it's 3 marks for every correct answer and 1 marks for every wrong answer. In every other section you cannot be sure that this is the correct answer, but in quants you can be sure that what I have marked is correct, unless you like make very silly mistake. So that's one section that we can improve on. uh, to be a 95 percentile plus, I need to score like at least 100.107 and 110 marks. So that makes round about um, you can say 40 type of marks in each section. And since DILR is a very complex section to be uh, like to betting on, like you can solve 2 questions, so that would make your percentile to 95, but your overall percentile would not increase that much, because the number of scores would be really less. So I would be focusing more on QA and verbal. uh, that sections can lift up marks. I would try to solve as many as RC possible, like try to complete all the 4 RCs. And if the RC is really difficult, then I'll skip few parts of it. But in QA section, I need to attempt at least like 80 to 90% of the paper. I cannot leave anything or any subject behind. So I need to study every question and every pattern that exists. And as people say that it requires 400 hours of preparation for CAT, so that leaves me with like at least 5 hours of like reading and understanding what the section wants, and then like giving mocks and all with that. So that makes around like 8 to 10 hours of daily practice of called quants, VARC and DILR. If I can do that in like 4 months, I am pretty sure that I would be able to score 99 plus percentile, at least 99.5 in target. 99.9 is still a very far-fetched dream. It can only be possible at that D-Day. So I'm setting my target to 99.5 at the end. But for the August month, I am targeting it to be like 92, 93. If I can score 92, 93, that means that I am on a right track. Anything below it means I haven't given full effort to it. So yeah, that's all for today. See you tomorrow.